Pilmico special. All in. And they're off in the Pilmico special. Argentinian Invasor out well, but Wandering Boy is expected to show early speed. So it's Wandering Boy coming to a narrow lead, 3/4 of a length from Invasor second. West Virginia to the inside, and Harlington racing deep out as they pass us now. And last of all is We Can Seek. So headed to that first turn, Wandering Boy and Javier Castellano leading it by 3/4 of a length. But Ramon Dominguez and Invasor, the Argentinian, right there in second spot as they round the turn. The outside is Harlington in third, and West Virginia down to the fence in fourth. There's 2.5 off the lead, and We Can Seek trailing the field. The opening quarter, 24 flat. So it looks like it's going to be a dead even pace here for Wandering Boy, who takes him up the backstretch with 6 furlongs to go. Wandering Boy 3/4 of a length. Invasor gets a nudge to go on from the second spot. Harlington continues wide in third, and fourth is West Virginia, another 2 lengths back, and We Can Seek is now dropped about 6 lengths off the front running Wandering Boy. The pace is picked up, but only slightly for Wandering Boy, comfortable with no challengers yet. Invasor still chasing on the outside. West Virginia hustle along down to the fence. Harlington on the outside, and last of all is We Can Seek. Pretty much no change around the far turn, and Wandering Boy is going to try to sprint home now with 3/8 to go. Wandering Boy, Invasor chasing on. Harlington, West Virginia is riding the fence, and West Virginia is coming with a run from second. West Virginia into second, but Wandering Boy turns for home, hustled at the quarter pole by a length and 3/4 from West Virginia. Invasor in third, and Harlington fourth, and We Can Seek riding the fence. They're at the 360s. Wandering Boy doing just that, wandering a bit toward the center of the track. Invasor shoulder to shoulder now with West Virginia down to the inside. Invasor's coming back for more. Invasor down to the inside. Wandering Boy. Invasor down to the inside with a 16th of a mile left to come. Ramon Dominguez and Invasor, the Argentinian invasion in the Pilmico special. Wandering Boy was second, and West Virginia was third. I told you about the 4-horse! Invasor or Invasor, we don't care what he's called. He wasn't dead last. Kieran McLaughlin lied to us. He was up closer. Looked like the race was over. It looked like a full-on win for Wandering Boy wire to wire, but a great ride cutting inside.
Now, watch this. As he came down the wire, Invasor came over on the number 2 West Virginia and interfered with Todd Fletcher's horse at about the 16th pole, or maybe between the 8th and 16th poles. We get another look at it.
I saw nothing like that.
You saw nothing like that. So there is the potential here for yet another flag on the play after the Black-Eyed Susan. Let's
Ramon
wait and see.
Dominguez, the apparent winning rider. Nice ride cutting back. Looked like you didn't have enough left falling back on the turn, but you had a lot of horse to go.
Yeah, it was kind of a awkward performance, but I'm glad that he showed that he's a runner and he got it done. To be honest with you, when we were turning for home, I didn't have too many hopes of winning the race. My horse seems like he was off the bridle a little bit, and when I started getting after him, he just gave me another gear.
Now, Ramon, at about the 16th pole, it looked like your horse came in a little bit on West Virginia. Are you worried at all about that incident?
To be honest, I was not even aware of that, and to be honest, I didn't even know that it took place, so I'm surprised about it now.
Congratulations.
Yank on the horse to pull him back. If he breaks that well, you just go ahead and let him run where he is.
No, and it's a particularly good race for Invasor because he was the one that basically had to be sacrificed to go after Wandering Boy. At least that turned out to be Ramon Dominguez's strategy. After a quarter in 24, they really turned up the heat. 47-2, 110-4. It was not the slow pace that many thought it would be. It was actually a fairly testing pace to the 3/4 mark.
You said that you thought he would be last in the early going, yet he was laying close to what was not a very fast pace, but then he seemed to drop out of it. What were you thinking at that moment?
I was worried, to be honest. I was very worried, but then he came back on. He did that a little bit in Dubai, so I was very pleased with the end result.
What did he show you today?
He's a top horse, grade 1 winner now in 2 continents, and we're happy to have him.
And an Uruguayan champion, right? Well, you're well on your way to having a very talented older horse in your stable. Congratulations, Kieran McLaughlin.
He's already got the flowers. They can't possibly have more flowers, so I'm calling it. Royal was taken down in the Black-Eyed Susan when he interfered with Ramon Dominguez in Regal Engagement. Now the tables have turned. West Virginia and Roberto Arroyo claiming foul against the apparent winner, Invasor. They have just made this race. No, they've done nothing. They just announced that the inquiry goes on. Jerry, what did you see?
It's very thin. First, Norberto Arroyo came out a half a step. At the same time, Ramon Dominguez on Invasor came in. Very, very slight. I call it incidental contact. Did not alter the outcome of the race.
Like we said, official.
The reason I was waving my hand at you is because we had just seen the head-on, and it looked like it was really going to be nothing.
Wave me off. If only you could know. So it is official. Kieran McLaughlin, invades of us who backed it. Wandering Boy couldn't hold it on the front end all the way, and West Virginia ends up in the 3 spot. So let's move.